In this video, I'll show you how you can really customize the graphics inside Instant Sales Graphics if you don't have Photoshop, okay? And we're going to use a free online service called Pixlr, and that's located at Pixlr, that's Pixlr.com. And when you get there, there'll actually be a couple of options, and the one you want to choose is the Pixlr editor, okay? So you can just select launch web app, and we have a couple of options here. You can create a new image, open image from computer, open image from URL, or open image from a library, and that's if you have an account with Pixlr. Okay, so of course we're going to open the image from our computer. And the great thing about Pixlr is that it's actually able to open Photoshop files, so we can jump into our Photoshop folder and we can go ahead and open the Photoshop file, and you will see that it actually opens and it keeps the layers over on the right hand side here. Okay, so to go ahead and edit, you simply select the layer. So for this one, this layer here, if we highlight that layer and say we wanted to change the color, then we would go to our paint bucket tool and we select that. We would go here and select the color that we want to change to, and I'm going to do a yellow color. Select OK. Select the color, and then inside in this little diamond here is where you actually select the color. Okay, and again you can put in the hexadecimal code, or you can just go around the wheel here until you find the color that you like and select OK. So once we've selected the color, we can just use our paint bucket, and once you click on the bucket, then you can see the color has changed. And then we can do that for all the layers. Go to, again, the color, pick the color that we want, select OK, use the paint bucket tool again, and the last one that we would do is the shadow. And we just want to make this a little darker for the shadow. Select OK, and there you go. Now for the text, and I'm not an expert, so if I'm wrong you can correct me. I don't see an option where you are actually able to just edit the text. So for example, if I wanted to do order now, it actually just goes ahead and creates a new layer, which is fine because you can always hide the text layer that's already there. Let me go back to it. Okay, so it seems like I've hidden my layers palette there. Let me just go back to view, click on layers, and it should come back. Okay, so if we go back to the add to cart text, right, like I said, I don't see an option that allows me to edit the existing text. So what we can simply do is to click the check mark box beside it, and that will actually remove it. It will disappear, and then we can just go to our text tool and start typing. So we could put something like order now, and then we can change the font, and there are quite a few fonts inside here, but I'm actually going to just leave it at the default. You can change the size of the text, get it the right size, style, you can center it, left justify, right justify, etc. And once you're satisfied with the text, you can simply select OK, and we can use our move tool just to move it around, just to get it exactly where we want it. And here you go. Once you're satisfied with your graphic, you can go ahead and save it, and you can also of course resize. So okay, so to resize any one of these elements, like for example if I wanted to resize the cart, then we could go to edit and then go to free transform and be able to rotate it. Or if we grab the corner here, and you see that arrow that goes both ways, and if we drag it, then you can see it's being resized. Okay, so that's really how easy it is to edit these graphics inside this free online app called Pixlr editor. And once you're satisfied with our changes, then you can go ahead and save, and you would have the typical options. You can name it, and you can save it as a JPEG or a PNG. And of course, if you want to save that transparent background, then you would select the PNG option, but if not, then you can always select the JPEG or any of the other options that are there. Okay, and then click OK, and that's how easy it is to edit your image. And this is really handy if you don't have Photoshop but want to do some customizations with the Photoshop files. Okay, thanks for watching.